When I reflect on some of the incredible gardens I've visited across the world, I always think about the incredible setting, the plants, the scale and the design of the garden. What we also think about are these plants and how beautiful they are. And when we go away from a garden, this is what we remember. But I think the art of gardening should be all about what's under here, the soil. That's going to make the difference whether your garden thrives or struggles. My number one hint to gardeners not having any success in their garden is to focus on feeding the soil and not the plants. There are not many areas of Australia which have such rich soils that plants wouldn't benefit from a little extra added to the soil. For the soil nerds like me, there's a great satisfaction to find out what's happening underground. I also love the sense of achievement when my plants are doing brilliantly with what seems like no care at all. Now this soil is probably pretty close to ideal. It's chock-a-block full of earthworms. These worms convert what's in the soil into a form that a plant can take up. But earthworms aren't your only friend. There are beneficial bacteria and fungi and protozoa that are working for you in the soil day and night. I think of these hard workers as my free gardener. They don't demand holiday pay and will work for you rain, hail or shine, all for the benefit of the plants. The decomposers of this world, like this saprophytic fungi, otherwise known as jelly fungi, converts organic matter to goodness for plants. And you want these sort of organisms working really hard for you. Did you know in 1 gram of soil there are up to 10 billion bacterial cells around the plant's roots? On the back of knowing how good soil microorganisms are, well, we as gardeners refer to them as soil microbes. The makers of Rejuvenate brought together 20 years of research to really change the way we feed our plants. And the future, well, it's all about feeding the soil as we feed the plants. Rejuvenate is specially formulated to improve those areas of the garden that need some soil help. And we all know we have some of those spots where nothing seems to grow. There are over 24 different beneficial microbes and up to 60 minerals that will benefit the soil and in turn are available to the plants. It's easy to use and will release nutrients over 3 to 4 months, so quite quick really when we're feeding plants. It's not going to burn anything, so it's ideal for native plants. And remember, it's got a long shelf life, but it does need to be stored in a cool place, like a garden shed, because it's living in here. Well, actually, why store it? I'd say put it over the whole garden. That way, it's going to make a difference immediately. And don't forget to water it in, because in here are so many live microbes, they need water to activate.